Hello dear students, today we are going to start class 9th economics chapter 2 people as resource part 3. Students, in this part we will cover introduction, women in the labor force, unemployment, types of unemployment, causes of unemployment, adverse effects of unemployment. Women in the labor force. Students, before starting this content, let us recall what we discussed in previous part so that it will be easy for us to understand the further contents. Students, in previous part, we discussed about the quality of population. There should be a quality in the population, then that population can play the role as an asset for the country. But how can we develop the quality in the population? That we discussed in previous part, that by the help of education, health and training, we can make the population an asset for the country. That population can play the role as a productive workforce for the country. So, with the help of education, healthcare and training, we can convert our population into a resource. Students, today we are going to start women in the labor force. That content we will discuss here. India's female labor force participation rate, that is LFPR, the share of working women who report either being employed or being available for work, has fallen to a historical low of 23.3% in 2017 to 18, meaning that over 3 out of 4 women over the age of 15 in India are neither working nor seeking work. Students, the condition of the female in labor force is not very satisfactory. Their participation is less. Let us see what is the reason behind their less participation. The main reason in our country is discrimination among male and female. Women in India have been discriminated with lower education opportunities and thereby causing them to have lower job skills. Due to the lower job skills, they are given low paying jobs as they are not highly educated, so they are getting low paid jobs. Women are also discriminated when applying for high paying jobs and are paid lower than their male counterparts. So in this way, the females, they have to face many problems at workplace also. But this condition should be changed so that the female can also play their role in the economic development of the country. They should be highly educated so that they can do high paid jobs. Women with high education and skill formation are paid at par with the men. If they are highly educated, they can definitely do the high paid jobs as male are doing. Among the organized sector, teaching and medicine attracts them the most. Some women have entered the administrative and other services, including those jobs which need high levels of scientific and technological competence. In this way, by providing education, we can improve the condition of females and they can play the role of asset for the country. Unemployment. Students, today we will discuss about unemployment in India. But before that, we should know what is unemployment. Students, unemployment exists when a person 15 to 59 years age is willing to work at acceptable wages cannot find a job. Such a person is called an unemployed person. The form of unemployment is different in rural and urban areas. Students, unemployment implies wastage of human resource. People who can make a productive contribution in the process of growth live as unproductive dependents and instead of a workforce become a hindrance in the process of growth. This is because these people only consume goods and services without contributing anything to their production. Problem of unemployment in India is one of the serious and complex problems. It has been very widespread and in fact it has been increasing with each 5-year plan. As population is increasing, day by day the demand of more jobs is there. So it is a very big problem for the country to give more jobs to the people, to generate more jobs to the people. Now students, unemployment, as we discussed, it is different in rural areas and urban areas. With this flow chart we can see in rural unemployment we can see two types of unemployment, that is disguised unemployment and seasonal unemployment. In urban areas we can see industrial unemployment and educated unemployment. Types of unemployment. Students, unemployment, as we discussed, refers to a situation in which people are able and willing to work at the existing wage rate but are not getting work. Accordingly, the working population of the country fails to be gainfully occupied. In countries like India, there is also the problem of underemployment. It is a situation in which workers do not get full-time jobs and therefore remain unemployed for some hour during the day or on some days during a month. Students, unemployment has been broadly divided into rural and urban unemployment. In India, while seasonal and disguised unemployment are widespread in the rural areas, educated and industrial unemployment are common feature of urban unemployment. Here we will see the seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment agriculture in India is a seasonal occupation. People are employed at the time of sowing, harvesting, weeding and threshing only, and rest of the time they are out of employment. This is called seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment is faced in occupations other than agriculture also, like ice cream factories, sugar mills, ice factories, etc. Students, seasonal unemployment refers to a situation where workers are rendered unemployed during the off seasons. As we have seen, it occurs especially in agriculture because crops are grown according to particular seasons. Thus, only a few seasons when sowing, harvesting, weeding, and threshing is done, the workers are able to find jobs. In rural areas, beside agriculture, there are also other seasonal activities like sugarcane crushing, in brick mills, etc., where people remain occupied only for a few months during a year. So, student, seasonal unemployment is because of seasonal nature of the work, of the occupation. Because of that, the farmers, the workers, those they are working in agro-based industries, just like sugarcane industry or other industries, those are seasonal. They have to face the problem of seasonal unemployment. Disguised unemployment. This is the another type of unemployment which can be seen in rural areas. Disguised unemployment, it refers to the situation where more people are employed in a work than actually required for. First off, by mistake it is written, it should be not here. This is the major form of unemployment in rural areas where more people are engaged in farming. Student, disguised unemployment is a situation in which more persons are employed than needed in any work. If from such a work some people are withdrawn, the total production will not fall. For example, if just two people are required to cultivate a farm measuring 1 hectare, but actually five people are engaged there, then three persons are disguisedly unemployed. On account of joint family system, small size of holdings, and lack of alternative sources of employment, all members of family in India keep themselves occupied with the cultivation of family farm. They all are engaged in the same work, but their work is not valuable there. If they will do work or they will not do work, the production will be not affected. This disguised unemployment is most rampant in the agriculture sector of the Indian economy. However, it is also found in other sectors, though in lesser proportions. Urban unemployment. Urban areas have mostly educated and industrial unemployment. Students, first of all, will discuss about educated unemployment. Educated unemployment is when a person is educated and not able to find a suitable and efficient job for himself. This also occurs when there is a large number of graduates and postgraduates, but limited job opportunities and limited companies. Students, educated unemployment is also posing great danger to the stability and security of our country. Principal factors accounting for this kind of unemployment are substantial expansion of educational institutions, stress of an education system towards degrees rather than practical training, and inadequate increase in employment opportunities. Studies have shown that in certain categories of job, while there is surplus of manpower, other categories are suffering from shortage. So, only people are getting the degrees, they are not having practical knowledge. That's why they are facing problem in getting good jobs. So there should be improvement in the education system. Industrial unemployment. Students, industrial unemployment refers to a situation where illiterate people who are willing to work in industries, mining, transport, trade, construction activities, etc., but are not able to find work. It is a situation where people, they want to do work in industries, mining, transport, construction activities, but are not able to find work. The problem of industrial unemployment has surfaced because of rapid increase in population, increasing migration from rural to urban areas, and incapacity of industries to absorb them, and restoring to modern techniques of production in the industries which saves labor. Students, as we are doing technological development, different machineries are there in the industries that can do more work than the workers, than the manual work. So they are replacing the workers. So technological problem is also there in the industries for the unemployment, that is reducing the workers in the industries, taking the place of the workers. Causes of unemployment. Students, scarcity of land and capital in relation to manpower is one of the reasons behind the unemployment. There is less land. People are not able to work on their lands. They are searching the work in other sectors. Low productivity and therefore low profit. This implies low investment and therefore less scope for employment. Joint family system in rural areas along with lack of education is also one of the reasons. This pushes all members of a family to work on their land. Disguised unemployment is therefore an obvious result of it. When family members are more, so they all are engaged in the same work, in the same field, they all are working and they are facing the disguised unemployment. Rapid growth of population, particularly in rural areas, as the population growth rate is more in rural areas, that is also one of the major problem behind unemployment. Slow growth of industries and saturation in the agricultural sector. If industries and agriculture will be developed, definitely it will absorb more people, it will provide more jobs to the people, so it should be developed. Faulty education system which is degree based and is devoid of vocationalization. As we discussed that education system should be improved so that the people, they should have the practical knowledge of their work. Educated unemployment is an obvious consequence. Slow rate of economic growth owing to heavy dependence on the public sector, where inefficiency and low productivity have emerged as the characteristics of the production process. In our country, there is slow rate of economic growth and people, they are dependent on public sectors. So there is need to improve the economic growth of the country. adverse effects of unemployment. Students, unemployment leads to wastage of manpower, resource. People who are an asset for the economy turn into liability. This is a feeling of hopelessness and despair among the youth. People do not have enough money to support their family. Unemployment tends to increase economic overload. The dependence of the unemployed on the working population increase. Let us see some points here. Unemployed person cannot make their contribution to the country's production, and hence this reduces the level of output in the economy. Students, at the place of produce, there should be reduces. Please do the correction, that should be reduces. This reduces the level of output in the economy. Unemployed persons take their share from the common pool without even contributing anything to it, and thus reduce the per head availability of goods and services for others. As they are not giving any contribution in the production, but they are using the goods and services. It lowers the standard of living for the country as a whole. It denies the opportunities for a better living. Workers who suffer from the prolonged period of unemployment are likely to lose some of their skills. As they sit for a long time, they will forget their skills and knowledge. Students, in case of India, a large number of people represented with low income and productivity are counted as employed. They appear to work throughout the year, but in terms of their potential and income, the work they accept seems to forced upon them. They cannot afford sit idle. That's why they are doing these kind of jobs, irrespective of their capability and earning. Mostly people are self-employed in the primary sector. Whole family contribute in field. Though not everybody is needed, but they all are engaged in that. They face disguised unemployment, but that is not the solution. The problem of income cannot be solved by the disguised unemployment. To solve the problem, most of the people from the villages, they migrate from there to towns to get good jobs. Let us discuss about employment scenario. Students, agriculture is the most labor absorbing sector. In recent years, there has been a decline in the dependence of population on agriculture, partly because of disguised unemployment. Some extra laborers moved in the secondary and tertiary sector. In secondary sector, mostly they are engaged in small scale industries. In tertiary sector, they are engaged in information technology, biotechnology, and different other sectors are there. now students, in the last we will see one case study, that is to focus on how human capital formation can change the scenario in rural areas. The story of a village. Students, this is a story of a village where the focus on human capital formation changed the scenario of unemployment. A village called Jaitpur in eastern UP has about 100 families. This is an imaginary village. It has about 100 families. Initially, all the families were dependent on farming as their means of subsistence. In every family, more persons were engaged in farming than required. Disguised unemployment was a common theme there. In 1970, Charandas, a farmer with a vision, decided to send his son Vikas for higher education. Vikas successfully completed his senior secondary education. Subsequently, he joined an engineering college for a BE degree, specializing in mechanical engineering. Vikas designed such tools and implements for farming, which could be easily driven by cattle power, requiring no electric power, which has been very scarce in Jaipur. Use of mechanized tools raised his farm productivity. His family income shot up significantly from farming, so significantly that Vikas generated enough funds to start small scale manufacturing of the newly designed tools and implements. He could now offer employment to 10 young persons in his village. Other farmers of the village started using the tools produced by Vikas. Productivity and therefore farm income increased substantially. All villagers together decided to set up a school in the village. This offered employment to many teachers and improved literacy among the villagers. Many vocational courses were started in the school. The children who earlier found a career only in unproductive farming were now trained in diverse areas of occupation. Many started their own business establishment, including tailoring and embroidery showrooms. There was an overall improvement in the quality of life. So, students, this was a story of a simple village where the rising level of human capital enabled it to evolve into a place rich with complex and modern economic activities. So, here we have seen the role of education and training that changed the life of the people. So, students, in this chapter, we have seen how inputs like education, health, and training helped in the making people an asset for the economy. In this chapter, we also discussed about the economic and non-economic activities. We also studied the problem of unemployment. Finally, the chapter ends with the story of a village which formerly had no job but later had plenty. In the last, test your progress. Students, some questions are here. Let us see these questions. Define the term unemployment. Explain the types of unemployment. Why does unemployment have a detrimental effect on the overall growth of an economy? Why are most women employed in low paid jobs? Why is educated unemployed a peculiar problem in India? So these are some questions I hope you can do easily. Thank you.